princess to an
XQC.
Doja Cat has evolved from a bubbly pink pop princess to an edgy, dark, and honestly confusing artist.
You know what, chat? Off the bat, you guys, right off the bat, I'm gonna say I don't agree. Flat out, you guys. We're 6 seconds into the video, and I don't agree.
Mr. Cow,
guys,
will the Sabbath
guys,
never happen?
I don't agree, guys. I used to listen to guys. Listen, I don't want to be the guys. I was there before, but I listened to her old music. Whatever. Because I used to I know this sound maybe cringe. I used to research like different electronic music, and I would get into like music that's like kind of not very popular, right? I used to like research music because to find new songs, and I found really good DOJA CAT songs, and I really liked it. Like this one, I told you about this before, and she wasn't like this nice bubbly princess type shit, you know. Guys, like, I really enjoyed this song. This is my favorite song. It's not bubbly and shit. It's well known now. It wasn't really well known at the time.
They say I bang. They never toy with me. Royal from the crown to my fucking feet. They say talk that talk, walk but please avoid the streets.
It's bubbly?
Lock the jaw, lock the door.
Okay. Hold up. Yeah, that was popular, but listen, I'm not even joking. The fuck is wrong with you guys? Brother, her old songs, like they were not popular. I'm not gonna follow this data. You guys are baiting.
Bitch, I'm a cow, go move.
Anyway, well.
Doja Cat has evolved from a bubbly pink pop princess to an edgy, dark, and honestly confusing artist. Now, celebrities as famous as Doja Cat are held to standards that are near impossible to meet.
True.
But what happens when a celebrity just gives up, disregards all societal standards, and starts acting in a way where you have no idea if what you are looking at is real or fake? We have to acknowledge from the beginning that everything in Doja Cat's career could be one orchestrated marketing stunt, or we could actually be witnessing someone descending into madness.
That's
Doja Cat's superpower is that she knows the internet very well. She knows what type of humor the internet will gravitate to. She knows what will cause controversy, and she has continuously exploited that throughout her career. She obtained this knowledge by being essentially raised by the internet. I definitely didn't like to leave my room. I don't know if I was agoraphobic, but I definitely thought that I was at the time. It was very, very hard for me to go outside. According to Doja, she would skip school for days at a time, spending endless hours in various online chat rooms. She claims that she was often a victim of online bullying, but this allowed her to develop a thick skin and join in on the fun through her own offensive rhetoric.
Chat, you know what?
So I became
Chat, she reminds me a bit of Michaela, but Michaela's like a better memer though.
Person who would often make offensive jokes and do things sort of out of the box. From the slapstick comedy of E-Bomb's world to the hyperconnectivity of MySpace, as well as the edgy, politically incorrect depths of 4chan, Doja developed a fascination with internet culture, but this time in her life would later come back to haunt her. I was very into finding underground artists that rapped. It was maybe around 11th grade that I figured that this is what I really wanted to do. Performing in music was all I ever cared about. She eventually dropped out of school at 16 and spent all of her free time making music and sharing it online. Her track So High was uploaded November of 2012, which would eventually change her life. The only time Doja would leave her house was to network with other musicians in the underground LA scene. VerBS, a rapper, promoter, and radio host in LA, helped book Doja's first ever show at an event he founded dubbed...
Guys, you can literally go to my fucking SoundCloud. It's on my likes in like fucking... was it like 2016, 15? Bro, it's on my SoundCloud likes. It's literally there.
The Banana Showcase.
You like your highness? Why you always buying that fly? Why you gotta check them tyrants? And why you shut it down like hydrants?
Although most of you know Doja as a pop star, she was initially trying to be a rapper. When they were developing her, I was like a live performance coach and rap coach, VerBS recalled. I would play her hella hip-hop videos and we'd freestyle. She was phenomenal. She didn't really need me, but I just happened to be there. Yeti Beats was a producer that heard So High and was blown away. He connected Doja with industry executives, resulting in Doja signing with Kimosabe Records, an imprint of RCA Records founded by record producer and songwriter Dr. Luke, while she was just 17 years old. This deal deal also came with a temporary artist management partnership with Roc Nation. Through Kimosabe, Doja released her debut EP, Her, with the track
Wait, that sounds terrible. What? Hold up, go back to this.
while she was just 17 years old. This deal also came with a temporary artist management partnership with Roc Nation. Through Kimosabe, Doja released her debut EP, Her.
Chat, isn't it usually bad, Chat, to have like a management linked with a like a sponsor or like a something like isn't that like a link between the two really bad usually? That's terrible. Yeah. What the fuck?
With the track So High being re-released as her solo commercial
it's a
debut
conflict of
single.
interest.
It seemed like Doja was about to explode into the mainstream, but signing with Dr. Luke was a mistake she could have never foreseen. In 2014, Dr. Luke gained widespread media attention after Kesha filed a lawsuit against him. She accused Dr. Luke of sexual, physical, and emotional abuse over the course of several years, starting when she was 18. She also claimed that Dr. Luke was intentionally sabotaging her career. Kesha also sought to be released from her recording contract with Kimosabe Records. This case was huge news, with hashtag Free Kesha becoming a movement on social media. Coincidentally, Doja Cat's career came to a screeching halt as soon
Chat, guys, this always saddened me because Kesha was up next. Okay, she was making bangers after bangers, and after that, nothing happened. And for years, we didn't know what was going on. You know, so whenever I heard about that, it was hard for me to like kind of cook her for the bad music she was producing after that, because I was like, I mean, at that point, it's whatever. I mean, you can't cook her for shit.
as Kesha's lawsuit was filed. Rapper Wale wanted to take Doja on his 30-city Simply Nothing tour across the USA, giving her some much-needed exposure to a mainstream audience, but she had to pull out because she didn't have the support of her label. Now, Doja never made any allegations against Dr. Luke, but is it a stretch to assume that Dr. Luke was more focused on fighting this lawsuit than helping his new signee with her career? Because Doja took a 3.5-year break from releasing music. In the music industry, they call this being shelved, which is when a label signs you, holds you in a contract, but doesn't do anything to help your career, metaphorically putting you on a shelf to collect dust. She kept money rolling in by doing whatever live performances possible, like doing a mini tour with the Philius London in 2015, as well as a short tour with Lizzo in 2017. Doja even turned down a feature on Billie Eilish's 2017 hit single, Bellyache. Fans would see Doja often on Periscope Live cooking up songs in her bedroom, but she had no intentions on releasing them until 2018. Her comeback in 2018 involved her ditching the rapper career path and aesthetic.
It was massive.
She instead followed the typical pop star formula of selling sex through music. She debuted tracks like Roll With Us, Go to Town, and Candy, along with her 13-track album, Amala. But a lot of these songs fell on deaf ears. Kimosabe Records didn't do any marketing for her, didn't get her interviews, nor were they putting her on major festivals. She was watching her career fly by and reached
Because standard marketing doesn't work as good as new modern marketing these days. These days, if you think it's catchy, memeable, and good to be on a fucking TikTok, that's your marketing. That's how shit gets out there. It is what it is, dude. Guys, just look at fucking Gunna. The industry was pretty much against him. Everybody was against him. Everybody was calling him a ranch like that, right? And then he made this album, and that one song went hard because it was memeable. It was on a bunch of TikToks, a bunch of memes, and the fuck you mean, blah 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 blah. Everybody knows it. Yeah, because it was memeable. It was catchy like that. Boom, done. No need for marketing. It markets itself.
A moment where she had nothing left to lose. One night on an Instagram Live with her core group of 60 fans watching, she made a masterpiece meme that would change her life. Producer Troy Noka sent her a sample of Wes Montgomery's Polka Dots and Moonbeams, asking her to make a beat for his album. At the time, she'd just received a cow costume in the mail. Doja hopped on Instagram Live and began writing Moo with her fans. 6 hours later, Doja and her fans wrote a song about her being a cow. But the silly song needed a silly music video. I opened up Photo Booth on my laptop and used the green screen feature with a green sheet that I hadn't used since I was 12, that was buried in the depths of my closet. I tacked it to a wall with a hammer, right over my mirror, and used some LED Christmas lights to light everything. The crappy lighting and terrible quality green screen combined with a song that is intentionally bad was the perfect thing to release in summer of 2018, when we were at the peak of the Lil Pump.
Yeah, hold on. It's not about the video and the guys. In all due fairness, this video doesn't really highlight the boobies going up and down into the video. Guys, the music video. Hold on. Guys, what the fuck? You guys don't know about this? Guys, he doesn't do justice at all. Guys, did he describe it like the way that she is? I mean, dude, there's more than just the music and the I'm a cow. I don't say meow. It is a banger. Anyway.
Bad was the perfect thing to release in summer of 2018, when we were at the peak of the Lil Pump, Bad Baby, Lil Xan, Boonk Gang, Whoa Vicky,
Guys,
Supreme
I'm
Patty,
this-
Lil
I'm, like,
Tay
shaking a little bit.
Instagram
Why?
clout wave. Doja Cat's Moo music video fit right in this universe because people thought she was just a new quirky YouTuber who had a green screen and got bored. The music video for Moo garnered over 5 million views in 2 weeks and went extremely viral on every social media platform. But when people looked deeper, they realized she was an extremely talented pop artist with a record deal who had an entire album she just released a few months ago.
good.
Most people who go viral are not ready for a full-blown music career.
True.
Doja was more prepared than ever, and she was able to immediately capitalize on it. But first, she had to make some apologies. Some of her old tweets resurfaced of her using
she
the
learned
F
a lot at the
slur,
bottom.
to which she immediately responded by admitting she has used the word over 15,000 times in her life, then saying, "I don't think I hate gay people. Gay is okay." Obviously, this didn't go over well, and she issued a more formal apology the next day. This had no impact on her career and momentum, but it would not be the last time she would have to apologize for her past. Now that she went viral on her own, her label decided to support her. She embarked on a 23-city tour 1 month later, and was finally getting interviews from Billboard, Genius, and Vlad TV. She rolled out a big single alongside Rico Nasty called Tia Tamara, which maintained a lighthearted and fun approach to her music. Doja understood that fans loved the satire and goofiness of Moo, but she ultimately wanted to be taken seriously as a musician. A lot of artists that blow up off memes have a hard time being taken seriously, but the music industry was craving more female talent, and Doja was ready to fill that niche. Her debut
Guys,
single, Juicy,
Guys, at the time things were a certain way. Do you really think that everybody knew all this context, historical context, how loaded those words were when you're like fucking 14, 15, 13 and fucking in the high school? Bro, of course fucking not. Bro, imagine me, brother, I was French Canadian. Guys, 3/4 of the words I used, I didn't know what they meant. I just used them because I knew the context and I would just use it. Not the bad words, any words. It could be any words at all. I would go back to school and we had to write like little paragraphs in school, and half the words of my shit in my English class, I didn't know what they meant, but I thought, yo, and I got good grades for it, dude. I'm not kidding.
alongside Tyga, debuted at number 83 on the Hot 100, her first entry on the charts. It would eventually peak at number 43 due to various TikTok trends associated with the track. Her second studio album, Hot Pink, was an overtly girly, bubbly, sexy record that complemented her fun energy while still remaining professional. Say So wasn't rolled out as a single, but sparked a dance trend on TikTok. All the biggest influencers like Charli D'Amelio and James Charles helped skyrocket.
Brother, I was fucking, guys, I was like fucking 8 years old, okay, in fucking English class, and I would type like, I was playing the game, and I killed that fucker for the flag, and I won. Like, brother, I'm not kidding. I was writing shit like this. I had no idea what it meant. What did I tell you?
This song. The popularity prompted a remix featuring Nicki Minaj. As it gained steam, she tweeted, "If Say So hits number 1, I'll show you guys my boobs really hard." This tweet made headlines, some making fun of her desperation to go number 1, but then it worked. Say So peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and achieved a Guinness World Record for the first female rap duo to reach number 1 on the US singles chart.
I just realized I have to show my boobs real hard. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I did play you. I'm not showing my boobs real hard, man. You got fucking played.
People online were furious that she broke her promise. She's messing with the simps. Trust me, the simps will overpower her and eventually expose something bad about her. This commenter couldn't have been more right. A few days later,
Whoa. Yo.
Twitter user resurfaced an old video of Doja in what they claimed was an alt-right chat room. On a website called Tiny Chat, Doja is seen wiggling and writhing while making sexual noises and advances towards other people in the chat before dropping the hard R.
Her shirt reminds me of a baby duck.
Not only was she acting really strange, but the other people in the call were using blatantly racist rhetoric. This was Doja's response.
In this video, I'm being completely blackout drunk and completely dumb.
In regards to people being racist in the chat room, this was her response.
You know what I do understand is that there is racism that happens across Tiny Chat, and there is racism that happens across Instagram. There's racism that happens across Twitter. This happens everywhere. It just happens more on Tiny Chat because it's not as monitored. When you see racist on Tiny Chat, it's because people aren't paying attention.
I've seen it, and I know that I've been targeted by it, but the narrative that it's a white supremacist chat is completely incorrect.
But it didn't stop there.
Oh, guys, she saw it and she had to, because of the white supremacist rhetoric. Guys, she had to. Oh!
Fans also discovered a 2015 song Doja recorded called Din Do Nuffin. Din Do Nuffin is a racist term that originated on POL, which is an abbreviation for politically incorrect, an anonymous board on 4chan dedicated to current events and political discussion. This board has a reputation as a breeding ground for fringe beliefs and unapologetically grotesque takes. The term Din Do Nuffin is derived from the phrase didn't do nothing, a plea of innocence often used in reference to unarmed black men killed by police. The term was used to mock and criticize the black community during the Black Lives Matter protests. Hashtags like Doja Cat is over party and only clans began trending on Twitter. People believe that the chat room video and controversial song indicated a pattern of Doja's racist behavior. Not long after these conversations started, Doja issued a formal apology.
Chat, I thought didn't do nothing was like used both ways. It was like an all-around term. People said until we did something as like a joke, to say they didn't do anything, or the opposite. It's like it's a whatever. People just use it as whatever. No? 6 years ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like that. Guys, wait, hold up. At the time, I think we had Vine and shit, right? Wasn't that a lot on there and shit?
In which she acknowledged her involvement in the chat rooms, but also debunked the narrative that she's anti-black. She also jumped on an Instagram Live for 30 minutes where she gave a concise explanation.
Yeah, I was wrong.
When I used it, it was because I was in chat rooms all the time, and I was kind of locked away, and I was always on there just dealing with people coming at me left and right, talking about different slanderous terms after another.
Wait, what?
Dealing with people coming at me left and right, talking about different slanderous terms after another.
We can wrap up the entire convo by saying she was desensitized by how common it was, and then became like that and emulated the behavior because it was so out there. It is what it is.
Term that I used in the song is one that I learned that day. So people were calling me it left and right, and I used it in a song. And it was to kind of take back and just say f you to those people.
But again, this would not be the last time Doja's internet past would come back to haunt her.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
at some time, I think it was saying that she was in a chat room or in a call with people that were doing it, and then it was that her entourage was using it. So it's not only getting back at people; it's also the people around her were doing it too. So like, it's not the same thing.
for Doja, her ever-growing list of accomplishments shined bright over any controversy she endured. Although her Hot Pink tour was postponed, she performed at the 2020 MTV Music Awards where she won the award for Best New Artist. Following performances on both The Tonight Show and Jimmy Kimmel Live, her feature on the album track Motive from Ariana Grande's 2020 album Positions peaked at number 32 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, becoming both her highest debut and second ever top 40 entry. Later that year, Doja performed at the 2020 MTV Europe Music Awards, where she won the award for Best New Act. She went on to win the New Artist of 2020 and New Artist of the Year at the 46 People's Choice Awards and the 2020 American.
Guys, I gotta give her a lot of props, because she cares a lot about aesthetics and visuals and giving the fans what they want. She does perform her songs, and the people that do like her and do go to her shows, they get what they pay for. They really do. And I think she really gives them that, and tries really hard to give them that, and really puts the energy out there. Okay, and I gotta give a lot of props to that, chat. Not a lot of people do that. When they could just sit around and just sing and do nothing. She cares about the choreographies, what things look like, the fucking what she wears, the way she dances, the way she talks to fans, interact. Guys, she performs really good.
In music awards, respectively. Billboard ranked Doja Cat number 5 on both the Top New Artist of 2020 and Top Female Artist of 2020 charts. She ranked atop Rolling Stone's list of the 10 biggest breakthrough artists of 2020, following a 300% increase in her on-demand audio streams in the US. Forbes also named Doja one of the top breakout stars of 2020. 2020, while including her on the annual 30 Under 30 list. She was also nominated for 3 different awards at the 63rd Annual Grammys. In 2021, she continued to absolutely dominate. She toned down the bright, colorful costumes and pink-dyed hair for a muted, mature aesthetic. She released several hits, including Best Friend featuring Saweetie, 34+35 with Megan Thee Stallion and Ariana Grande, as well as Streets, all of which peaked within the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. In the spring of 2021, Doja released Kiss Me More featuring SZA. This collaboration reached top 5 in 18 different countries, received critical acclaim, and captured Doja her first Grammy for Best Pop Duo/Group Performance. But with all the success, she claims she didn't enjoy it.
I don't have any new music, like just have fun and like just jam and like make some shit. Like I haven't done that in maybe 5 years, feels like. Yeah, I made my album, put it out, but that's like a requirement. Like I have to make that. Like I had to make that album.
It's easy to understand musicians can experience burnout due to demanding schedules, late-night performances, long rehearsals, frequent travel, repetitive interviews. There is an intense pressure to consistently deliver high-quality performances, whether in live settings or in the studio. Her saying she had to make her album led people to believe there was drama with her and Dr. Luke. Maybe she felt a lack of control over her career. Her saying that she hasn't made music for fun led people to believe her label wanted her to make formulaic pop music so they can bring in millions. This pressure, combined with the endless amount of scrutiny and negativity online, having to constantly apologize for wrongdoings, likely made Doja feel like this whole music industry is smoke and mirrors. Her potential descent into madness was beginning. Are you drinking water?
Chad,
in March of
as a successful label company, Chad, don't they have like a bunch of people that are like know about the industry and they know what's gonna be catchy? They kind of know everything over. So of course they're gonna push in some direction. It's up to the artist to fight against it and release what they want to do. They'll probably still release it, maybe less market or whatever. But I mean, they can still do whatever as long as they release shit. I mean, look at Drake. Didn't he have to make certain amount of albums or something like that? And he did whatever. I thought it was like that. Not how it works. Gotcha. You legally can't. Gotcha. That's not how that works. Got it. Okay. I thought they had to make a certain amount of music or some shit. They it was like, oh, like an album per certain amount of time. Like that's how the deals went. Like, not Blade. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Blade, bitch. What the fuck?
2020, Doja traveled to Paraguay for their annual Asunciónico festival, which was canceled upon arrival due to severe weather conditions which included flooding and thunderstorms. Doja's hotel location was leaked and fans, eager to see their favorite musician, piled up outside the hotel hoping for her to come out. Eventually, fans grew frustrated when Doja failed to acknowledge them, both in person and on social media. While fans aren't entitled to Doja's time outside of when she's scheduled to perform, her seemingly self-absorbed tweets the following day caused a
Yo, that's a major security threat, dude. That is terrible, dude. Brother, people know where you're gonna sleep. How do you even fall asleep knowing that there's fucking a bunch of people everywhere, dude, that only care about you and shit like that? Bro, they'll try their best to get in there, man. Why would you acknowledge that coming out of this shit when like they shouldn't be there? They shouldn't know. They shouldn't know that she's there. They shouldn't be there. Now they are there, and you want acknowledgement on the way out? Dude, what the fuck is this shit? They can all fuck off.
Justified uproar on social media.
What a bunch of
The next day,
morons.
Doja checked out of her hotel and tweeted, "There was a storm in Paraguay, the show got cancelled. When I left the next morning, there wasn't one person outside the hotel waiting for me." After a flurry of backlash, she said, "I don't give a," followed by, "The ain't for me, so I'm out. Y'all take care."
What, did he just censor his own video? I don't give a anymore. I quit. I can't wait to disappear and don't need you to believe me anymore. Everything dead to me. Music is dead. I'm a fool. Thinking I was made for this music. Nightmare, follow me. Okay.
Said, "I don't give a," followed by, "The ain't for me, so I'm out. Y'all take care," before changing her Twitter name to I Quit. Her reaction to this situation that was totally out of her control either proves 1, she is legitimately sick and tired of the pressure of this industry, or 2, she is just a snobby, childish brat ungrateful for her career. Doja's response to criticism has always been the same since day one. She would initially respond sarcastically, and when that response garnered more criticism, she'd finally take the situation seriously and issue a formal apology. However, the secondary
Damn, they did the classic stand behavior, dude. They love you, and then you, or they love her, and then they know for a fact that she's apologizing. And then anytime she doesn't act like they want to, they pull the garbage back out the fucking pockets. Aren't you the girl that did this? Aren't you the one that did that? and they know how it is, but they pull it back out.
He'd
Dude.
finally
That's
take the
just fucking
situation
weird.
seriously and
Is
issue a
this
formal
you?
apology. However, the secondary apologies always felt insincere, since her genuine feelings toward the topic were always displayed during those initial responses, which brings us to our next controversy where she made a huge deal out of nothing. Doja DM'd Noah Schnapp, the 17-year-old star of Stranger Things, to get the attention of Joseph Quinn, another cast member who she had been lusting over on Twitter. Noah posted the DMs thinking it was a silly joke, only for Doja to get really angry about it.
To holla at me. Chat, what does HMU mean? Hit me up, my bad. Guys, I don't, bro. I'm so old, chat.
For Doja to get really angry about it.
That Noah did that, like went and posted a private conversation between me and him, is so unbelievably like socially unaware.
That's pretty shit.
And whack. You know what I mean? Like that's like borderline snake. That's like weasel. That's what I'm saying. It's not that deep. It's just that he's like a very dumb kid.
Doja assumed people would automatically take her side since Noah exposed their private messages. However, many people saw it as her trashing an innocent 17-year-old. What she said in the DMs was already public knowledge, and when Twitter users told her that she was overreacting to this small conflict, she played the victim and responded in an insincere, sarcastic tone. Y'all are so cringe and lame and nobody wants to hang with you. That's why y'all be on here unironically writing replies that makes you mad. Doja is clearly fed up with the negativity that comes with fame, whether her—
Chat, if I knew I could get away with dumb shit when I was 17, okay? Guys, I would have been fucking blowing shit up like crazy at the time. Chat, if I had any traction in the big world and I was gonna famous at 17, I would have been fucking everybody's careers on purpose. What? Because they were given free passes. He knows what he's doing, chat. Guys, you are an adult when you're an adult, okay? When it comes down to social interactions like that, right? Now, like intimacy or anything like that, you know how it works. Whether he's 17 or 18, he knows how that part of the world works. He does. He has knowledge. He's seen it. He's been in it. He knows how it works. So therefore, he is an adult in that way. In that part of the world or dynamic, he is an adult. People sometimes, chat, guys, in some parts of the world are an adult when they're fucking 14 or 15, right? When it comes to like, let's say responsibilities, some people, chat, are like fucking 13 and they take care of the fucking of their young brother and shit, and they have to be a father figure in the household because they don't have their dad or something or their mom works a lot. They have to do things that are very adult-like that you might not even have when you're 20, 25, 30. Some people are more adult than you when they're very underage. So in that way, he is an adult in that way. But he's not acting like it, and giving him a password is not okay. It's stupid.
Her controversies are self-inflicted or not, she was done with the expectations, done with petty drama, done with apologies, done trying to appease anyone but herself, and now it was her turn to control the narrative. She started by shaving her head bald.
Okay.
Then she went on Instagram.
Okay, chat. All right, chat. Let me fire back at you, chat. Let me fire back at you. I will not wrap it up. I will not wrap it up. Listen. Because I'm 28. What do you guys call me all the time? Man-child. Okay, chat. Guys, why would I not be able right now? Why do you guys think I shouldn't get children now? Why not? Oh, because you can't take care of yourself. Are you telling me that I'm not an adult and I'm 28? In a lot of ways, I'm not an adult, right? But yeah, I thought I was supposed to be an adult because I'm 28. I'm an adult on purpose. No, in certain facets, I'm not an adult. That is what it is.
Live and shaved her eyebrows. During the live, she said, "I feel like I was never supposed to have hair anyway." Whenever female celebrities randomly shave their head, people quickly assume that they have gone crazy, especially after the world witnessed Britney Spears infamously shave her head while having a mental breakdown in 2007. But when she attended Paris Fashion Week, people second-guessed her intentions. Doja collaborated with makeup artist Pat McGrath to create a strapless red dress while she was covered head to toe in 30,000 crimson red crystals. The look took almost 5 hours to complete, and while some people shrugged it off as just another crazy fashion choice for the sake of shock value, Others made Illuminati conspiracy theories, that she was imitating Lucifer and this was nothing more than symbolism for the demonic realities of the entertainment industry. You could even say Doja's fashion antics are similar to the many stunts Lady Gaga pulled back in the early 2000s. Then again, they said that Gaga was in the Illuminati as well. Little did we know, putting together a creative or potentially shocking ensemble for Fashion Week became one of the least bizarre things Doja does. Doja announced that she planned on returning to her rap roots for her upcoming 4th studio album. She wanted to diverge from the pink and soft things and pop and glittery sounds that defined her career up until now. Her song Attention piqued some interest in the rap world, but fans who'd become accustomed to Doja's pop records were expressing their disappointment on social media, leading to Doja tweeting, "My comment section on IG used to only be positivity because I was doing what everyone wanted me to do and I love that I can see through all the bull now." She clarified that it wasn't anything personal, but was discontent cranking out digestible pop hits for children on Twitter to get into fights about. She tweeted, "Planet Her and Hot Pink were cash grabs, and y'all fell for it. Now I can go disappear somewhere and touch grass with my loved one."
Never say, "I hate the new you." You don't know that person. It's not a person for you. An entertainer, they are their music. You can say, "I don't like your new music." That. I would love somebody said, "I don't like your this or your that." Don't say that somebody's changed. Whatever they're making might have changed, but she was making things that were more like this before she did pop. So she didn't change for shit. If anything, you went along the ride when she was making things that you liked and you think that she changed. Hell no.
Ones on an island while y'all weep for mediocre pop. People were feeling regret for having ever supported her music. But this is the most honest thing Doja has ever said. Most of the music you love is a highly formulaic, soulless product that is scientifically engineered for you to love it. Look at what it took for Doja to blow up, making the worst song possible to get attention. It is totally believable to think Doja just did whatever she could to make some money and be set for life. This is metaphorically what people refer to as selling their soul, but Doja was doing more than metaphors. She showed off a new tattoo of a scaled animal figure crossbred with female attributes. The photo went viral on social media, with many calling Doja's tattoo demonic. One fan expressed their concern, writing, "Used to love you, but you clearly sold your soul to the devil. Unfollow." Doja replied, "Whatever helps you sleep at night." She'd post another tattoo, an antelope skull on her wrist. Then she would tattoo a bat skeleton on her back. The allegations regarding her being indoctrinated.
Oh, damn, dude. What if you're... Okay, I'm not gonna say it.
Allegations regarding her being indoctrinated into the Illuminati or practicing demonic worship only increased as time went on. Her Instagram became filled with cryptic messages and spooky videos to roll out her album. She posted very unflattering photos.
Guys, what if it's like a recommendation of the stance that should be used when you are seeing this tattoo, almost like a tutorial, right? I'm just saying, not her, but somebody else, you're about to ride, right? And it's like, do this, and it's like guys, like an IKEA tutorial, and you do that. It's like what the person wants. No, okay.
Photos of herself. Her album was called Scarlet. She posted what people thought was the album cover, which consisted of her drenched in blood with a stripped down Freemason symbol. She also announced a multi-city tour, which people called a devil worship show. She'd post videos of herself crawling in the shadows, photo shoots where she was drenched in blood, and selfies of blood dripping down her nose. She even posted a selfie wearing a shirt with an image of Sam Hyde, an infamous internet troll/comedian who often incorporates racist or anti-Semitic humor in his bits. The image of Hyde brandishing a rifle on Doja's t-shirt is a common meme on social media following mass shootings. Her song Paint the Town Red was her leaning more into this overtly demonic art style. The song topped the charts in...
Guys, when people think that people can cancel you, brother, this guy just called me the F word flat out, okay, on Twitter, and he was getting massive praise. The tweet went massive. Everyone like, yeah, fuck that bitch. I'm like, okay.
19 countries. It became Doja's second single and first as a solo artist to top the Billboard Hot 100. Paint the Town Red made history by becoming the first solo female rap song in Spotify history to top the platform's global and US top 50 charts, and the fastest solo female rap song to amass 100 million streams. Turns out devil imagery is still an effective marketing strategy. If the signs weren't obvious enough though, Doja began teasing a promotional single titled Demons. In promotional photos uploaded to Instagram, Doja can be seen dressed up as a demon. The music video further cemented Doja's transformation from the quirky girl in a cow suit to something straight out of a horror film. Some people are praising Doja, that she is finally being herself. She's finally free of all the expectations of the music industry and doesn't have to live up to unattainable beauty standards. Some people think what Doja is doing here is mocking the people who think an artist has to sell their soul to make it into
what really sucks though is that I feel like doing what you want to do and doing you is different in nature than fighting back against people who are saying you're not doing you, right? There's like a little bit of a difference, between the two of them.
The industry. You have to remember she is an expert internet troll, crawling out from the deepest depths of 4chan. She knows all of this imagery will cause controversy. She knows she will get news coverage and have outraged parents calling for her music and concerts to be banned. She knows there will be conspiracy theories regardless, so she could be ironically presenting herself as a devil worshipper to make people think she has gone insane. Is this an extremely corny and overused art style for artists?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it actually an Illuminati psyop?
No.
Maybe. Did it work? Not really. Doja's fourth studio album, Scarlet, debuted at number 4 on the Hot 200, moving 72,000 album equivalent units. In comparison, Planet Her debuted at number 2 and sold 109,000 units. Despite being on track to be the highest selling female pop star in the world, Doja potentially scared her audience away.
Okay, cool. Now make a popular song, make a memeable song. Now do whatever, and then she'll be back at the top because that's all it takes to GM.